Some say Washington experience has been devalued, too.
Well, I mean, I, for one, as one who thinks about foreign policy, you know, I think a lot about broken states, again, and failing states and so forth. And to have a guy who's actually worked in America's inner cities and has dirt under his fingernails and has thought about why people take up guns instead of going to school, I mean, to me, that's incredibly valuable experience as you start to think about how we actually work in these places abroad. I think what Obama has done, though...
Change ought to be defined by what they're going to do.
Exactly.
Not by...
Well, I think the most defining moment of the campaign so far was the exchange, you might even say the scuffle they had in one of the debates over this question of whether to talk to dictators. You know, they were asked...
In the first year without condition.
Exactly. And Obama said, yes, I believe we should be in the room. I'm not afraid to... I don't think I have to check my principles at the door. I can be there. I can be tough and principled at once. And I'm tired of... I mean, one of his central arguments is we should stop lumping unlike people together. You know, Bush lumps Al-Qaeda together with Iran, together with Iraq, together with Hamas, together with North Korea. I mean, how do these all belong together? Well, by lumping people together, you tend to drive people together. And Obama's saying, you know, you get in the room, you extract what you need to know, the Chris Hill point. I mean, Chris Hill couldn't have done the deal with North Korea if he'd said, oh, they're part of the axis of evil, sorry, you know, I'm staying home. And Obama's saying, I'm not insecure, you know, and I don't believe that talking to America is a reward that you get by behaving. It's, you know, we get in the room in order to extract from you the concessions that we need in order to know you better, if only to neutralize you. But with that clash, and then she came out the next day, of course, and said that he was naive and so forth, you have seen over the last 3 months, I think, a much greater clarity in terms of how their foreign policies would be different. He said he would rule out using nuclear weapons against a terrorist training camp. She said you can't rule anything out, and there's certain things you shouldn't say.
Well, but he also said that he would use force to go into Pakistan if, in fact,
absolutely,
he had whatever it is, credible or high yield or whatever the
exactly.
term of they used.
But Hamilton and Keene 3 weeks later came out, the two chairs of the 9/11 Commission came out and said they would do the same thing. I mean, it's standing U.S. policy to do that.